My boyfriend told his brother. She's just practice for when I meet someone worth marrying. I was done playing nice. His brother Kyle laughed and said, "How long are you keeping this one around?" I was standing right behind them in the hallway, holding the sweet potato casserole I'd spent 3 hours making. They didn't know I was there because I'd gone back to the car to get the serving spoon I'd forgotten. Until someone better comes along. Maybe another 6 months. She's good for learning what I want in a real relationship. That was Grant, talking about me like I was some kind of training program. We'd been together for 2 years. I helped him get his promotion by rewriting his presentation, paid half his rent when he got fired, and taught him how to dress like an adult instead of a college freshman. The casserole dish was getting heavy in my hands, but I kept listening. "Does she know?" Kyle asked. "Of course not. She thinks we're getting serious. I even let her think we might move in together next year. It keeps her happy and invested while I keep my options open. There's this girl at my gym, an investment banker, way out of my league right now. Give me a few more months of practice and I'll be ready." I walked into the dining room where everyone was waiting. Grant's whole family was there, his parents, who called me their future daughter-in-law, his sister, who'd asked me to be in her wedding next spring, his grandmother, who kept asking when we'd give her great-grandchildren. I set the casserole on the table and smiled at Grant when he came in. "Everything okay, babe?" He kissed my forehead like he actually cared, like he hadn't just called me practice. Perfect. I served dinner and listened to his dad talk about how lucky Grant was to find someone who cooked like his mother. Grant squeezed my hand under the table, playing the perfect boyfriend while planning his upgrade. After dinner, his mom pulled out photo albums to show me his baby pictures. "We're so glad he found you. He was such a mess before." She didn't know her son was still a mess, just better at hiding it. Grant sat next to me on the couch with his arm around me, performing for his family. "Mom's right, you've made me a better man," he said loud enough for everyone to hear. Kyle smirked from across the room. They both knew the truth. I was just the stepping stone. "I should go help with dishes," I said. But Grant pulled me back down. "Stay here with me. Mom won't let guests clean." But I wasn't a guest. I was the practice girlfriend, the one who brought 3 side dishes and dessert, who spent 2 years building him up while he planned to trade me in. "Actually, I need to make a phone call. Work emergency." I stepped onto the back porch and called my roommate. "Can you change the locks tonight?" She didn't ask why. Grant had a key to my place, clothes in my closet, his gaming system in my living room, his coffee maker on my counter, things he couldn't afford, but I let him keep because his apartment was too small. Except it wasn't. He just liked using my space. I went back inside, served the pie I'd made from scratch, and listened to Grant talk about our weekend trip, one I'd already paid for because he was between paychecks. Always between paychecks when bills came due. After dessert, Grant wanted to leave early. "Big day tomorrow. Need to hit the gym. Probably to see the investment banker." I drove because his car was in the shop, had been for 3 months. At my apartment, I helped him pack his things. "What are you doing?" he asked. "Helping you practice being single. You'll need it before you meet someone worth marrying." His face went white. "You heard that." I didn't mean it like that. But he did. "The locks are already changed. Your coffee maker's by the door. The gaming system too." He tried to argue, said it was just guy talk, said he loved me, said 2 years meant something. But not to him. To him, I was practice. "You can't just kick me out, I've been paying half your rent." He hadn't paid anything in 6 months. "Check your bank statements. You've been paying nothing. And your gym membership? Cancelled." He left with his boxes. Called me 40 times that night. Sent messages about how I misunderstood, how Kyle had been joking, how he wanted to marry me. But practice was over. He'd learned what he needed. Too bad he never learned to keep his mouth shut.